Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, folks. How you doing today? We are back with Laura Morby, and I have to tell you, if you didn't watch episode number 1, you've got to watch it and go look at the last 2 minutes because that was some of the most precious stuff I've ever recorded on this channel. It's pretty awesome. Hi, Laura.
Hi, how are you doing?
I'm doing very well. So, hey, one of the things I wanted to ask you about today, I've been looking forward to doing this for about a week, is I want to share with you a crazy goal I just put out and something I call the positive impact score. And I'm bringing this to you because, what you and Pace are doing in your subject to community is touching thousands of people, if not tens of thousands or more all the time. So I want to share with you my little piece of that and then get your advice. Cause I just announced a crazy goal of trying to help people get 500 deals in a year. And we only did 162 in 18 months. So I need to step on the gas and I could use some advice.
That's awesome. Let's do it.
All right.
That's so cool.
Yeah. So let's share what I'm doing now and then get some color on this. So the first thing I'm bringing up is just the positive impact score because this is important to me because I've been doing daily videos for a little bit over 2 years, but I just never had a way of kind of tracking what I'm doing. I could show you I was busy, but I couldn't show you I was impactful. So it took me about 1.5 years to come up with this, but it seems to be working. So let me just walk through this once with you. The real key for me is column B as in boy, is what I call the scale. So I'll just start at the top. So basically, I produce content and people either watch it or listen, right? So there's a YouTube channel and then data goes to a podcast platform. Everything's one rental at a time.
Right.
So that's interesting, right? If I'm producing content, I probably should track how many times people watch it, but it's not very impactful. So I only give it a scale of 1. But then what we do is we go to book sales, right? I have that one rental at a time book. And, because, they got to go to Amazon or they got to go to Audible. They got to buy it, then they got to read it. So I track those, but I give that an impact score of 10, right? So we're just going to scale with zeros.
Right.
Then what I do is I go, okay, what's the next thing? Well, if they like what they read, or maybe they like what I produce on YouTube and they want to do me a favor, I mean, it could happen for lots of reasons, but they go back and write a review, right? They take 5 minutes and they do that. So I track how many new reviews I get weekly, and that's more impactful than a book sale. Then it goes to course sales, right? So my courses, I count them all the same. I have a free course all the way up to a $600 mentoring option with, from 0, 100, 300, 600. But I count them all the same because, again, getting the course, doing the work, that's a big thing for me.
Right.
Then what I do is I'll say, okay, if you buy the course, and this is only for the real estate course, I created a private Facebook group, which they have to ask to join. I validate they got it. And this thing is starting to really take off. Now it's at, as this says, 787 people in it. And I have thousands of people in the courses, but 787 in the group. And then finally we get to what I'm trying to do. And that's a student doing a deal. This is not writing an offer. This is not best and final. This is not escrows. This is closed deed. Everything is in the student's hand.
Official.
It's official, right?
Yeah.
So this week we did 7. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Awesome. Yeah, no, that's really good. That's crazy. That's awesome.
Thank you.
That's a big deal.
Yeah, no, I get a big kick out of students doing deals, certainly more than when Olivia or I add one more.
Yeah.
But yeah, how does this feel going through this the first time? Does this make sense to you?
Yeah, it makes perfect sense. And I guess, doing what you do, I've seen the behind the scenes for what Pace does, and it's kind of like a ladder. So you accumulate these 45,000 people watching your YouTube, and then there's a certain percentage that should then be, buying your book or signing up for your course. And if you're not meeting those percentages, then which it looks like you've got a really decent amount that are following you on other ways, like whether it's your Facebook group or buying a book or signing up for your course. It's great. 71 signups for the week. That's amazing.
Yeah.
So definitely the ladder is working really well. And then of course you can see the more action someone takes, it is a smaller percentage, but those 7 people are your action takers, which is really cool. Really cool.
Oh, thank you.
So awesome.
Yeah. So
Sorry, go ahead.
I was going to show you just because now I have goosebumps. I actually have Pace more or Laura more be giving me kudos. So this is what happened for a 13-week period. I always break my life into 13-week periods just because I used to be a sales guy. So here we go. This is the same positive impact score minus, I wasn't recording podcast listens before, but now I'm like, hey, idiot, you're creating content, record it.
That's great. Yeah.
But you can see it's you know, I've got multiple periods of scores, right? It started back here at week 8. But yeah, here's a full 13-week period. So I think we ranged from 3 deals. I think 8 was the most we ever did. Right.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Look at that. Well, now you're already up to 7 for the week.
Yep.
Do you ever do like Q&As with
I have. Yeah.
Do you think that those help, like when you do a Q&A with maybe like your Facebook group and kind of address like some specific things that they are working on for a deal? Do you find that helps them get it closed faster? It
does. Yeah. We actually, again, that's actually something I took from what you guys do in Subject 2 is we do a Saturday live stream just for the Facebook group. So we do a Facebook Live just for them. It's definitely more intimate. And then just because Saturdays are actually a light day on YouTube, I actually do a YouTube Live at 8 a.m. Right. So I go right from a YouTube Live, which is everybody, to just a Facebook group at 9 o'clock, which is far more intimate.
I saw the YouTube Lives. That's really cool. I haven't seen the Facebook Live because I'm not in your group, but maybe I should join. Check it out. That's so exciting.
Yeah, I will.
That's so cool.
Yep. Yeah. So this is what I'm trying to do.
Yeah, I think the Q&As probably help the most. What's really funny is Pace has like, you know, like through his course, he'll have, you know, someone show up for a live and they're like, oh, that's part of week 3. Like you didn't, you know, watch it. But I think it's like way easier for someone to like something that might be like really easy solution for you and I.
Yeah.
Like to either like help, you know, a seller overcome an objection to where you get the property or like a title issue that you're like, this is the easiest solution and it's worked for me in the past and here's how you do it. I think those Q&As really help people like, you know, go and have the confidence to do it too. Cause sometimes they're like, I don't know if this is a good deal. And just having you put your eyes on it and being like, yeah, that's actually a great deal can make someone confident enough to move forward with actually buying it, which would be really cool.
Yeah. And the other thing that I've seen, I created the Facebook group out of what I saw Pace doing years ago, right? Is students really start interacting with students, which is pretty awesome, right? There was a time where I was the most active in the group, just how it worked. But at this point, I'm not nearly the most active. Right. It's pretty awesome to see. Yeah,
absolutely. It's really cool to see even if we've kind of encouraged people who are in the same area too, to like really connect. So
I saw that.
We had like a few people who are like really big rock stars who are, have taken what Pace has taught and then like ran with it and they're like successful. And then they're also like really active in the community, to then like, hey, if you're live next to, you know, for example, Doug Lanza is one of the guys that Pace is just, he's fantastic. But it's like, hey, if you live next to Doug, like, please get to know him and spend time with him. And then it's really cool too, because he knows their market better than we do.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Really, really, really cool. And yeah, the community thing I think is the key to success for sure, because it's just like the amount of people, the encouragement, the positivity, the feedback, and a lot of it's instantaneous, you know, especially with the Facebook group as large as yours, almost 1,000 people, you can pretty much guarantee that anyone who's in there who's asking a question is getting not only like multiple opinions and perspectives, but they're also getting their question answered like really quickly, which is great. Yeah.
The thing that I've been most surprised about the community group is I actually like having it gated, right? You got to get the real estate course. It's not because of the money, but it's because everybody is talking the same vocabulary, right? Right. The big thing in my course is focus in yield, right? That's like step 1. Everybody's talking about that. It's not like, you know, let's go talk about IRR or discounted cash flow or some other metric or cap rates or anything like that. It's like, no, this is what we're doing. We're all doing the work. Step 1 is this. And that's what I've loved the most is everybody kind of stays on message.
Right. That's so cool. Yeah. Look at you. That's amazing.
And then people post deals.
Yeah. I think you're definitely going to get 500 students house this year. That's so cool. Well, anybody too, anybody who follows you.
Anybody. It could be a YouTube. It don't have to be a student. Folks, if you are following me on YouTube, Daily Financial News, watching Laura Morby every week, and you close a deal, leave a comment. I will count it. Actually, one of you did yesterday. I need help. I want to get to 500. And I'm actually spending some money, Laura. I'm cheap. I actually bought another one of these signs. It's going to be this shoulder. It says 500 on it. So
I love that.
It'll be back on every shot. And I bought 500 postcards. They should be here next week. For everybody that gets a deal and sends me their address, I will send them a congratulations. One of 500. That's
so cool. Look at that.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
I'm so excited. Think about the people. It's not just like even the number, like think about their lives that are going to be changed. And, you know, even if it's a lot of them, it's going to be their first deal and it's just a step in the door to get them on to buying another home. And that's crazy. That's so cool. I love that.
I hope they keep these cards, right? Because again, it's a card. It has a nice little message on it that I'm having printed. I'll sign all of them. And I hope to mail all those. I mean, I actually, in all honesty, I got 1,000. I hope I blow by 500.
Yeah, you definitely could. That's so cool. Yeah. Yes,
awesome.
Absolutely.
Any other, thank you. Any other advice that I should be thinking about to really ramp this up?
I think just you doing your Q&As is going to be the biggest thing that makes the biggest difference. Okay. And if you're ever comfortable too doing like a seller call, like those help out so much. And you can just be like, you know, an equity partner who's calling on behalf of this person, get a quick little rundown of what's going on, and then give them a call and let people see how you talk to people and how you handle a particular situation. Because more than likely, even though you're helping one student, there's someone else who has something really similar or is going to encounter that in the future. And they'll always remember that you said and did what you did because it's you. So
I like that. I will add that to the bag of tricks. Thank you very much. Well, thank you for letting me share this with you. It means a lot that you actually gave me goosebumps going through it. So that was cool.
Aww,
I appreciate that. I look forward to number 3. Number 3 is going to be a lot of fun. Thanks, Laura.
Let's do it.